Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Attenzione, the week starts today, on Tuesday. Yes, I know, I told you exactly the same yesterday on Monday, because usually that's how it works in Mercato. Day off on Sunday for the managers and the agents, they go back on Monday working, meeting each other, speaking and so on, and in the evening the journalists are reporting us what is happening. Well, not this week, because Gianluca Di Marzio, he gave us yesterday only one news regarding Juve, but it's an important one, because he revealed us that today, Gazzetta dello Sport is even a bit more cautious, they are saying 48 hours, that means between today and tomorrow. But a lot of them are saying today could be a big meeting, a big summit between Massimiliano Allegri, that enjoyed a few days in Monaco. He's back in La Continassa to speak with the managers. What will they speak about? Well, I will reveal you in a second, but of course, I will ask you another time kindly to put a maximum of likes on the video. You know it, more you like, more you are making sure that the video and the channel is shared with a lot of Juventini around the world. Subscribe if you didn't yet, and we start now with what they could possibly talk in that meeting. Will they speak about Max Allegri remaining at Juve or leaving for that mega offer from Saudi Arabia? No. I know that there are still people that are persisting to say that he is waiting, that the offer has been increased, that Saudi Arabia is not giving up on Max Allegri, but that will not be the topic of today, because according to Juve, that you like it or not, well, Max Allegri will be the coach of 23-24. Attenzione, everything can happen. What is true today can be wrong tomorrow, but at the moment we go with what we know, and Juventus will meet Max Allegri not to speak about his future as a coach, also not to speak about Kilian Pepe, because Kilian Pepe yesterday officially has sent a letter to Paris Saint-Germain to tell them that after this year he will not use that possible extension that he could choose if he could stay one more year at Paris Saint-Germain. He said that after that year he will leave. Paris Saint-Germain is not happy with that news because they will put him on the market already this summer. Will Juventus be in the run? Absolutely not. So Kylian Mbappe will not be the topic. They will also not speak about the shirt of Adidas from La Nazionale Italiana. That is wonderful. That is fantastic to celebrate the 125 years of La Nazionale. The first shirt was dressed by La Nazionale was white. That's not what they will speak about. They will also not speak about the birthday of Barbara Bonansea. With her goal, Juventus as a club was able to bring the only trophy for the season 22-23. So what will they speak about? Well, they will speak about Mercato. Who will leave and who will stay, but also who can potentially enter. One of the first names that they will discuss is Rabiot. Rabiot that at the moment didn't say goodbye. He's waiting because he wants to be sure that Max Allegri will stay at Juventus. Not only he's looking for Champions League, for more money and so on outside of Juve, but if he wants to take into consideration that 1 year extension of contract with the same salary, well, his condition is, if I want to think about it, well, you need to reassure me that Max Allegri will stay. We can say that Rabiot is absolutely not a Allegri out. That's what they will speak about, but not only. They will speak about other names. And no, not with Giuntoli. You want fresh news about Giuntoli? Well, apparently, they are still waiting, that Napoli finds their new coach. They are thinking about Luis Enrique, about Galtier, but also other names, Paulo Sousa, to become the new coach of Napoli. And from that moment on, Giuntoli can arrive. But Juventus can't wait for Giuntoli. And that's why today they are already starting to work. Starting to work on maybe the mystery striker. You remember yesterday I told you in the video that Nicolo Schira told us about Juve working on a mystery striker. Well, it was not Schira, but yesterday Rudy Galetti that gave us a name that was until yesterday not linked yet to Juve. They are speaking about Balogun, the USA young striker from Arsenal that has been loaned out in France, Stade Reims, that this season scored in Ligue 1 21 goals. Well, that striker could possibly be linked to Juve. Big name, important name, for one simple reason. He's not Holland, he's not Alvarez, he's not all this kind of name, Darwin and so on, but it's a player that is bringing new, fresh idea. It's something that is totally different than the Morata 3.0, for example, that the Icardi, that the Scamacca, names that I like the name of Wahi. I like the names. Mysterious, a bit like Kvaratskhelia, totally unknown from the mass, that is arriving in Serie A and is doing a fantastic season. mercato of Napoli was fantastic last year, not with big names. And you all remember when we were doing the prediction, we didn't see Napoli ending in the top 4. They did fantastically with unknown players. And this is where Manna and Tognozzi, they have an important role speaking with Max Allegri this season. Why? Because these two, they already proven with the under 23, with the next gen, that they were able to be fantastic scouts. Do you want me to repeat these names that they were able to find? Ealing Jr., Huijsen, Yildiz, Nongue, Mbangula, Barrenechea, Soule, all fantastic young players that are already at Juventus thanks to that under 23 players project. Now Juventus has the possibility not only to think about next gen, but at the moment waiting for Giuntoli, Manna and Tognozzi will have these names that they already studied since some years ready for the first team, and that's what they will show to Max Allegri. Attenzione, Max Allegri will not decide the mercato. Last year he had a bit more freedom in deciding, giving his advices. We try to make him happy with not his first choices, of course, but the one that financially could come to Juve. We know it flops in a way, in a big way. Di Maria, Paredes, even Pogba, all the names that he has chosen, majority of them flopped. Was he doing the mercato? No, he received the list, he chose the one that he thought were the best for his project, but this year it will change. Because ragazzi, you don't have to forget something that this morning Romeo Agresti confirmed. He confirmed the words of Scanavino, and he confirmed what I am telling you since so long. Juventus was already not in an easy financial situation, with the fact that the on-the-field qualification on Champions League was denied to Juve. Will have even more problems. The numbers that I reported to you yesterday were reported by Romeo Agresti this morning. Juventus needs to find between 100 and 120 million euro to enter Juventus books, and that's super important if you want to understand the mercato that we would do. And that's why Gazzetta dello Sport is putting on their first page 39, I believe, because they spoke a lot about Silvio Berlusconi, and we will finish the video with Berlusconi. Two faces, Dusan Vlahovic and Kulusevski, two that are nearly sure to leave Juventus. Will the Swede go to Tottenham? Probably not. 35 million euro was the agreement between Juve and Tottenham to sign him. Now they want to negotiate. They want to give us only 20 million, where Juventus is saying absolutely not. Not for 20 million. You want a discount? We can eventually discuss about 30 million in total, but not 20. But Kulusevski will not remain at Juve, and will try to find a possible new destination for him if Tottenham is not rising their offer. Dusan Vlahovic is a name that could probably leave Juventus, one of the big names that could be sacrificed on the market. This is what they will talk in today's meeting, but also showing them the situation, not only Kulusevski, but a lot of names that will come back to Juve, that Juventus will need to find a destination. At the moment, only 2 players are bringing money to Juve. Di Pardo, that with Cagliari, with the promotion, they will be obliged to sign him. Well, he will bring 1.2 million euro in Juventus financial books. And then you have another one is Dragujin with Genoa. Also for him, a bit more than 5 million, like 7 million euro that he will bring in the financial books of Juve. Is it enough? At the moment we are stopped at 8 million euro. So we have to take decisions for Zaccaria, Ranocchia, Piazza, Pellegrini, Nicolussi, McKennie, Kulusevski and Artur Melo. These names will be discussed with Max Allegri. We know that Max will say none of them will enter the project of Juventus, but it will not even be enough, because depending who you will be able to sell, you will have to think who else you can sacrifice. And we need to be fast, because if we are looking the mercato of the other teams, well, they are accelerating. Look at Inter, for example, that could potentially accept an offer for Saudi Arabia selling Brozovic, and they're already thinking about 2 names, or one or the other, but these 2 names are Fratesi from Sassuolo and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio. 2 players that, let's not lie about it, has always been on the list of Juventus, especially if we have to replace Rabiot. So in today's meeting, a lot of decision will be taken, or at least they will give them as information to Max Allegri, telling them this will be sacrificed, this player will be sacrificed. What do you prefer that we sacrifice between this player and this player? Maybe they will speak about Kostic. about Ealing Jr., about Federico Chiesa, and we will start to know more this evening, latest tomorrow. Guys, I wanted to finish that short video today giving a few words on Silvio Berlusconi. You know it, on the channel I never speak about a lot of big topics. For example, politics, I never speak about it because I don't know. I am not an expert about it, so I would never want to enter on that. I never met personally Silvio Berlusconi. I never spoke to him, so I will not even judge the person. He did good things, he did really bad things, but I don't want to judge that. I just want to give a few words about the football world, and the icon in Italian football that Silvio Berlusconi was. We see it on Corriere dello Sport, they open their page with Silvio Berlusconi, fine del gioco, the end of the game. Tutto Sport, ho visto un re, I saw a king. And then you have Gazzetta dello Sport, l'uomo delle stelle, the man of the stars. Silvio Berlusconi has changed not only football in Italy, but international football. What he was able to do with Milan, with his vision, was incredible. Yes, he has spent money, but he changed the way of calciomercato. He was a visionary that changed really calcio when it was at its peak. Then of course he went from a hero to a zero at Milan out of passion because he was not able to see that it was time to give up. He continued until the end and then started again a beautiful project with Monza. But he also changed the way of television broadcast right for football with his group Mediaset, Rete 4, Canale 5, Italia 1. He did a lot, and today if you are able to watch football on television, whatever offer you have with pay television and so on, well, probably you have to thank Silvio Berlusconi, the first one that spoke about the project Super League in the mid of the years 80s. He was a visionary, probably too early for his time, but that's why I wanted to say rest in peace to Silvio Berlusconi. Thanks guys to following the channel. I told you, shorter video today. I hope you enjoy also the short ones. Grazie, forza, Juve.